Mr. Sergeant at Arms. All persons, individuals not entitled to privileges of the floor under the rules of the Senate will now vacate the chamber.
Please rise for the invocation by Reverend Justin Sizemore, First Baptist Church, and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Let's pray together. God, we remember the words from the prophet Micah. What does the Lord require of us, and what does the Lord say is good, but to do justice, and to love kindness, and to walk humbly with you, O Lord? As we are gathered in this space, may we hear that call once again. God, you have called us to be a people of justice. I pray for these lawmakers in this room, God, that they would see and understand the immense responsibility they have to work for justice for all in this Commonwealth. Help us each to search deep within ourselves to do the work of justice every day. God, specifically in this space, I pray that these gathered would make laws that help the poor and those in need, that they would make laws to feed the hungry and heal the sick and make sure all folks have access to medical care, that they would consider their siblings, all their siblings, their queer siblings, their brown and black siblings, their trans siblings. And Lord, I pray that they would work to welcome the stranger, especially our immigrant siblings who make this Commonwealth so great. God, you have called us to kindness. I pray for conversations across the aisle, and God, that we would each see the humanity and the image of God in one another. In doing so, may we lead the way for the rest of the world and show others what loving kindness can look like. And God, we ask that we would do all of this in humility. God, let us set aside our own differences and to do what is best for others. God, we have all witnessed the failings of arguments and conversations, Lord, that lead nowhere. But God, help us to set aside our own thoughts and to focus on your thoughts and to do what you have called us to do. God, may we be a people of justice, may we be a people of love, and may we do so humbly. For it's in Christ's name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Berg. Senator Boswell. Senator Carpenter. Senator Carroll. Senator Chambers Armstrong. Senator Clemens. Senator Deneen. Senator Douglas. Senator Elkins. Senator Funky Fromeyer. Senator Girdler. Senator Givens. Senator Herron. Senator Higdon. Senator Howell. Senator Maiden. Senator Mays Bledsoe. Senator McDaniel. Senator Meredith. Senator Mills. Senator Neal. Senator Nemes. Senator Nunn. Senator Rocky Adams. Senator Rawlings. Senator Reed. Senator Richardson. Senator Smith. Senator Stivers. Senator Storm. Senator Thomas. Senator Tishner, Senator Webb, Senator West, Senator Wheeler, Senator Williams, Senator Wilson, Senator Wise.
Any member seeking recognition for the purpose of answering the roll? Seeing none, there being 35 members present, a quorum is declared and the Senate is authorized to proceed with business. Next order of business is excuse of absent members. Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, I move that the absent senators be excused, please.
Without objection, the absent members are excused. Next order of business is approval of the journal. Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, I move that the journal from Wednesday, January 21st, 2026 be approved as written.
Again, hearing no objection, the journal from Wednesday, January 21st, 2026 is approved as written. Next order of business is second reading of bills on the calendar. Mr. Clerk, please report.
Second reading of bills on the calendar for Thursday, January 22nd, 2026. Senate Bill 12, an act relating to medical provider coverage in Level 4 trauma centers. Senator Meredith. Senate Bill 27 with Senate Committee Sub 1, an act relating to cremation of dead bodies. Senator Elkins. Senate Bill 40 with Senate Committee Sub 1, an act relating to public library district boards of trustees. Senator Boswell. Senate Bill 76 with Senate Committee Sub 1, an act relating to local occupational license fees and taxes. Senator Mays Bledsoe. And Senate Joint Resolution 23 with Senate Committee Sub 1, a joint resolution declaring Kentucky a food is medicine state and directing state agencies to advance food is medicine initiatives. Senator Funky Fromeyer.
Mr. Clerk, that concludes your report.
It does.
All those bills and resolutions having just received their second reading, let the record reflect they have received their second reading and are now in possession of the Rules Committee for further action. It appears we have a visitor, Senator from Grayson. Would you please introduce our guest?
Most certainly will, Mr. President. It's always an honor. The clerk of the House is here to communicate with our Senate.
Madam Clerk, please communicate.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, the House has passed House Bills 176, 178, and 280, and respectfully request concurrence of this honorable body.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Thank you.
Next order of business is report of committees. Mr. Clerk, please report.
The Economic Development, Tourism, and Labor Committee has met and reports Senate Bill 39 should pass. Also, the Education Committee has met and reports Senate Bill 181 should pass with Senate Committee Sub 1. The Judiciary Committee has met and reports Senate Bill 17 should pass with Senate Committee Sub 1 and Senate Committee Title Amendment 1. And also the Judiciary has reported Senate Bill 34 should pass.
Mr. Clerk, that concludes your report.
It does.
Thank you, sir. All those bills and resolutions receiving favorable committee reports shall be considered as having their first reading and are placed upon the calendar. Next order of business is introduction of new bills and resolutions. Mr. Clerk, please report new bills and resolutions.
New bills and resolutions. Senate Bill 113, an act relating to confiscated firearms. Senator Carroll. Senate Joint Resolution 51, joint resolution applying for an Article 5 convention to propose amendments to the Constitution of the U.S. that impose fiscal restraints on the federal government, limit the power and jurisdiction of the federal government, and limit the terms of office for federal government officials and members of Congress. Senate Resolution 52, a resolution recognizing July 11th, 2026 as Remember Srebrenica Day in Kentucky. Senator Wilson.
Mr. Clerk, that concludes your report.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Next order of business is orders of the day. Senator from Taylor.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I move that Senate Bill 13 be taken from its place in the orders of the day, read for the third time by title only, and placed upon its passage.
Mr. Clerk, please report Senate Bill 13.
Senate Bill 13, an act relating to Planning Commission membership. Senator Deneen.
Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, I yield to the senator from Hardin for explanation of the bill.
Senator from Hardin, the chair recognizes you for the purpose of action on Senate Bill 13.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Bill 13 is a very important bill as it protects our military personnel and installations around the Commonwealth, not only including Fort Knox and Fort Campbell, but also our National Guard armories. This bill provides a structure for better communication and collaboration between our military post commanders and our municipalities and county fiscal planning and zoning committees. What this bill does, it is a may, not a shall, but it does provide the opportunity for these government entities and these planning and zoning committees to allow for an ex officio member representing the military installation so that they may be on that committee in an informative way to provide information that may be pertinent to national security when there are planning and zoning adjustments to land that is adjacent to the military post. What many people do not know, and I will just point these facts out, that our military employment is the largest employer in the Commonwealth, with 53,600 employees that deserve our protection. They are a huge economic driving engine for not only the post, but to the communities that surround them, bringing in $14.6 billion to Kentucky. And as we have seen across this nation, foreign adversaries like China have moved to purchase land next to our military installations and to conduct development that would not be in favor of protecting our military bases or personnel. This bill gives everyone that owns land up against a military base the opportunity to have a voice in its proper order at the beginning of these discussions in the Planning and Zoning Committee. If there are no questions at this time, I move for passage of Senate Bill 13.
The motion for consideration by the body is on the passage of Senate Bill 13. Are there any members seeking recognition to speak on the motion? Seeing none, those in favor will vote aye. Those opposed will vote no. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Berg. Senator Boswell. Senator Carpenter. Senator Carroll. Senator Chambers Armstrong. Senator Clemens. Senator Deneen. Senator Douglas. Senator Elkins. Senator Funky Fromeyer. Senator Girdler. Senator Gibbons. Senator Herron. Senator Higdon. Senator Howell. Senator Maiden. Senator Mays Bledsoe. Senator McDaniel. Senator Meredith. Senator Mills. Senator Neal. Senator Nemes. Senator Nunn. Senator Rocky Adams. Senator Rawlings. Senator Reed. Senator Richardson. Senator Smith. Senator Stivers. Senator Storm. Senator Thomas. Senator Tishner. Senator Webb. Senator West. Senator Wheeler. Senator Williams. Senator Wilson. Senator Wise.
Any member seeking recognition to cast, change, or explain their vote? Seeing no other members seeking recognition to cast, change, or explain their vote, there being 37 yea votes, no nay votes, Senate Bill 13 is passed. Senator from Taylor.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I move that Senate Bill 46 be taken from its place in the orders of the day, read for the third time by title only, and placed upon its passage.
Mr. Clerk, please report Senate Bill 46.
Senate Bill 46, an act relating to school transportation and declaring an emergency. Senator Deneen.
Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, I yield back to the Senator from Hardin for explanation of the bill.
Senator from Hardin, you're recognized for action on Senate Bill 46 and amendments thereto.
Thank you, Mr. President. Would you please have the clerk report Senate Committee Sub 1 to Senate Bill 46?
Mr. Clerk, please report.
Senate Committee Sub 1 to Senate Bill 46.
Senator from Hardin.
The committee sub for this bill simply adds protection for our children and for our school districts by making sure that those that are driving these school vans do have a background check, which is required by law, but also participate in drug testing so that we can ensure our children, our most valuable assets, get to and from school and to and from these activities of which these vans will be used. And at this time, I move for adoption of Committee Sub 1 to Senate Bill 46.
The motion for the body is on adoption of Senate Committee Substitute 1. All those in favor of the motion for adoption say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. Senate Committee Substitute 1 is adopted. Senator from Hardin.
Senate Bill 46 is a cleanup bill. Last session, we passed unanimously a bill that would allow for 9-passenger vans, school districts to use 9-passenger vans. This simply extends that to 10-passenger vans, as many districts went out and purchased vans that met that threshold of 10 passengers, including the driver. This allows districts to save money. And when it comes to transporting smaller groups of students that may be involved in beta clubs or archery teams that may not need a full school bus to travel to and from their activities, this will allow them to use these school-purchased vans. This bill simply allows that to take place. If there are not any questions at this time, I move for passage of Senate Bill 46 as amended by Senate Committee 1.
The motion for the body is on the passage of Senate Bill 46 as amended by Senate Committee Substitute 1. Are there any members seeking recognition for the purpose of question or discussion on the motion for passage? We are aware. Yep. Thank you. We're aware. Seeing no questions, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Berg. Senator Boswell. Senator Carpenter. Senator Carroll. Senator Chambers Armstrong. Senator Clemens. Senator Deneen. Senator Douglas. Senator Elkins. Senator Funky Fromeyer. Senator Girdler. Senator Givens.
Aye.
Senator Herron. Senator Higdon. Senator Howell. Senator Maiden. Senator Mays Bledsoe. Senator McDaniel. Senator Meredith. Senator Mills. Senator Neal. Senator Nemes. Senator Nunn. Senator Rocky Adams. Senator Rawlings. Senator Reed. Senator Richardson. Senator Smith. Senator Stivers. Senator Storm. Senator Thomas. Senator Tishner. Senator Webb. Senator West. Senator Wheeler. Senator Williams. Senator Wilson. Senator Wise.
Senator from Davis votes aye. Any member seeking recognition to change or explain their vote? Seeing none, there being 37 yeas, no nays, Senate Bill 46 as amended is passed. Senate will stand at ease just a moment. So, colleagues, if I could have your attention again, what we're doing, we're having a conversation about the integrity of the process. There are really no questions about what we just did, other than the fact that the board does not show the committee sub in the title up at the upper left corner. I fully feel confident all of you are aware that we voted for Senate Bill 46 with the Senate committee substitute that was adopted. There's no question on that. But for purposes going forward, we're going to try to have it show like it should in the upper left corner, Senate committee substitute 1. We're not going to re-vote this bill. The record reflects the fact that we did a voice vote on this with Senate Bill 46 as amended, but simply the title up there does not show it. Thank you. Senate will stand at ease again just one moment. We can. Senate will come to order. We're still in the order of business of orders of the day. Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, I move that Senate Bill 22 be taken from its place in the orders of the day, read for the third time by title only, and placed upon its passage.
Mr. Clerk, please report Senate Bill 22.
Senate Bill 22, an act relating to the dual credit scholarship program. Senator Higdon.
Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, I yield to the Senator from Marion for explanation of the bill.
Senator from Marion, you're recognized for the purpose of action on Senate Bill 22.
Thank you, Mr. President. Would you please have the clerk, or you could do it yourself, remove Senate Floor Amendment 1?
You are the sponsor.
I am the sponsor.
Hearing no objection, Senate Floor Amendment 1 will be shown as being withdrawn by the sponsor at his request. Senator from Marion.
Thank you, Mr. President. If you would at this time have the clerk to report Senate Floor Amendment 2.
Mr. Clerk, please report Senate Floor Amendment 2 to Senate Bill 22.
Senate Floor Amendment 2 to Senate Bill 22.
Senator from Marion.
Thank you, Mr. President. This simply changes the B or average on this bill to a 2.75 overall average, and it's very simple, but just a technical correction. Move for its adoption.
Matter for the body's adoption of Senate Floor Amendment 2. Any member seeking recognition to speak on the motion for adoption of the floor amendment? Seeing none, those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Senate Floor Amendment 2 is adopted. Senator from Marion.
Thank you, Mr. President. As most of you know, several years ago, we started the Work Ready Scholarship Program, and we had 5 pathways of high demand sectors that young people still in high school could start down that path, and they could take dual credit courses at no cost to them and prepare them to go on to KCTCS to get an associate degree. And it got them most of the way there. They'd end up with about 36 hours. It takes 60 hours to get an associate degree. And like I said, those pathways in the beginning, they were advanced manufacturing, business and IT, healthcare, construction, and transportation. But in October of 2024, KWEB voted to add a teaching and learning pathway. And this was great news. That's something I'd advocated for some time, and because that is definitely a sector that it's a high demand sector, and there is a teacher shortage in Kentucky. So this was a way to get more teachers into that pipeline. The only problem, and this bill solves the problem, all the other 4 pathways require an associate degree to go on out into the real world and get a job. They're all that's the type of programs they are. But the teaching and learning pathway, Mr. President, requires a bachelor's degree. So what this bill does, it allows that high school student who wants to pursue teaching as a career to graduate from high school not only with a high school diploma, but also with an associate's degree, so they could go on to a university and finish up their credentials for teaching. There's several universities that I know of right now are participating in this. University of Louisville has a program, Campbellsville University, and the one I'm most familiar with, Western Kentucky University. But Mr. President, what happens under this program? A young person will go into this program. This is actually, this bill creates an apprenticeship, and it's different than the teaching and learning pathway where it's not that structure, but the registered teacher apprenticeship has a lot of requirements, and the requirements that they had to have 20 dual credit classes while they're in high school. They can take 8 each year, but they end up with 60 hours in an associate degree. And while they're in high school, they actually can be with a certified teacher in the classroom and work up to 18 hours a week as in that classroom with the teacher in elementary and in the middle school. And they're also, the good part of it, they actually get paid, because this is an apprenticeship. When you're in an apprenticeship, you get paid while you're working, and the pay is about $12 an hour. Very good program. They graduate, and then they go on to, there's a university connected with this program that oversees and helps with the program in the high school, and they enter this program at the college. They really never go to that campus. They stay in that school, and they'll work full-time in the school, getting clinical hours, and again, teaching alongside a certified teacher. They get paid up to about $25,000 a year. And at the end of 2 years, they have all their requirements, they graduate, and they're ready for employment. And this bill sets up that the employment, that's where they've been teaching in their home school. If there's a vacancy there, they go back to work in their home school. And this program is called Grow Your Own. And that's what the program does. And, you know, it gets these young people, it gets them through college with very little student debt because they are working while they're going through school. The purpose of this bill is it expands Kentucky's dual credit scholarship program to support future teachers, creates a clear, affordable pathway from high school to teacher certification, addresses ongoing teacher shortages, especially in rural districts. This will begin in the school year 2027, and eligible high school teacher apprentices may earn up to 20 dual credit courses while they're in high school, no more than 8 dual credit courses per year. This is all paid for. There's no additional fee charged to the students, and again, and the amendment said they had to maintain a 2.75 GPA. This is a grow your own teacher program. It lowers college debt, which is something that it excites me, that somebody graduating from college and goes into the workforce with 0 student debt. It strengthens rural schools and makes better use of dual credit dollars. Currently, Mr. President, there's 5 schools that are participating in this registered apprenticeship program. They're currently, or they're getting ready to participate: Nelson, Bullitt, Grayson, Franklin, and Jefferson County. So it's a good program. This is hopefully we can pass this out of the Senate and send it on over to the House. Mr. President, last year when I proposed this bill, it went to the A&R to die because the fiscal note was extremely high. It was $7 million. And this time, though, by using the apprentice program, the fiscal note for the first year is $104,000. And and it goes up to $214,000 in the second year, and so on. But anyway, it is affordable. We don't break the bank with this program, and we produce much needed teachers. And Mr. President, I'd be glad to answer any questions. With no questions, I move for passage for Senate Bill 22, as amended by Senate Floor Amendment 2.
Motion for consideration by the body is on the passage of Senate Bill 22 as amended by Senate Floor Amendment 2. Are there any members seeking recognition for the purpose of question or discussion on the motion? Senator from Laurel.
Thank you, Mr. President. Will the senator from Marion yield to a question?
Senator from Marion, will you yield to a question?
I will yield, yes.
Senator from Laurel, he will yield.
Thank you, Mr. President. This just dawned on me as I was sitting here listening to the testimony or his comments. Senator from Marion, do you know whether or not the individuals that are involved in this apprenticeship program will be considered employees for purposes of liability, or will they be considered employees of the school because we have some other legislation that might affect those individuals?
You know, those
Senator from Marion, you're now recognized for the purpose of answering the question.
You know, that's a very good question. The registered apprenticeship program addresses that, and if I told you exactly how that was handled, I would not be telling you the truth because I truly don't know. But it's a good question. I'll get the answer to you for that. I see my education chairman has come to my rescue with his laptop, and hopefully he can help me out with that.
Thank you, Senator from Marion. Senator from Laurel, you have further need?
Not at this time. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, sir. Any other member seeking recognition for the purpose of question or discussion on the motion for passage? Seeing none, again, the motion for the body is on the passage of Senate Bill 22 as amended by Senate Floor Amendment 2. Madam Clerk, please call the roll. Give us just a moment, Madam Clerk. We need to have Floor Amendment 2 shown in the upper left corner. Okay, again, for clarification, if I can call the Senate back to order, our technology folks have done a masterful job moving from the old building to the new building, the new technology and all the work that's gone on. Along the way, we're going to find moments when things don't work perfectly. I need for all of you to know with confidence that Senate Floor Amendment 2 is up there in the upper left corner, hidden behind the words Pass SB 22. So trust me, Senate Floor Amendment 2 is part of the vote that we're taking. All of you should acknowledge that. Thank you in advance for your acknowledgement. So now, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Berg. Senator Boswell. Senator Carpenter. Senator Carroll. Senator Chambers Armstrong. Senator Clemens. Senator Deneen. Senator Douglas. Senator Elkins. Senator Funky Fromeyer. Senator Girdler. Senator Givens. Senator Herron. Senator Higdon.
Senator from Marion, please cast your vote and then explain.
Thank you, Mr. President. Explain my yes vote.
Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. President. Question earlier that kind of I doubted with how I would vote, but I did find out that these students are employees of the school district and covered by them. Thank you, Mr. President.
Senator Howell. Senator Maiden. Senator Mays Bledsoe. Senator McDaniel. Senator Meredith. Senator Mills. Senator Neal. Senator Nemes. Senator Nunn. Senator Rocky Adams. Senator Rawlings. Senator Reed. Senator Richardson. Senator Smith. Senator Stivers. Senator Storm. Senator Thomas. Senator Tishner. Senator Webb. Senator West. Senator Wheeler. Senator Williams. Senator Wilson. Senator Wise.
Senator from Laurel, please cast your vote first and then explain.
Thank you, Mr. President. I reluctantly cast a no vote. It's not because I don't think the legislation is excellent legislation. It's because I'm concerned about unintended consequences regarding the employment status of these individuals and some other legislation that may impact students and interacting with educators. Thank you, Mr. President.
Yes, sir. Any other members seeking recognition to change or explain their vote? Seeing none, there being 36 yea votes, 1 nay vote, Senate Bill 22 as amended is passed. Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, there we go. Mr. President, I move that Senate Bill 90 be taken from its place in the order of the day, read for the third time by title only, and placed upon its passage.
Mr. Clerk, please report Senate Bill 90.
Senate Bill 90, an act relating to the Behavioral Health Conditional Dismissal Program. Senator Storm.
Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, I yield to the Senator from Laurel for explanation of the bill.
Senator from Laurel, you're recognized for the purpose of action on Senate Bill 90.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, Senate Bill 90 is currently an active behavioral health conditional dismissal program that's been in effect since 2022. Senate Bill 90 currently has a sunset provision of January 1st of 2027. This legislation would extend the pilot program to January 1st of 2031. Right now, it is a voluntary expansion, and it's really taken foothold in Kentucky. We started with 11 counties. We're now up to 19 counties. This is also regarding data collection and analysis of the individuals that are enrolled in this program. More importantly, there's no additional appropriation requested at this time, Mr. President. This bill would provide alternative to incarceration for eligible defendants who receive treatment for substance use and mental health disorders. Most importantly, it is regarding it's to afford protection for public safety, because only low-level defendants who are nonviolent, non-sex misdemeanor and Class D felonies would be eligible for this program, and they would also have to have a diagnosed substance use disorder or mental health issue. Prosecutors can enter into agreements with defendants who are eligible, and they offer an array of services such as outpatient or inpatient treatment, cognitive and behavioral therapies, education, vocational services, housing assistance provided by approved treatment providers in partnership with Kentucky Adult Education. To be eligible, you must be 18 years old, a Kentucky resident. You must have a qualifying offense, who does not have a previous conviction for a Class A, B, or C felony, or a D felony or misdemeanor that is a non-qualifying offense. They also have to have an assessment by pretrial services to be a low risk, failure to appear, and low risk for new criminal activity. The clinical assessment must document a substance use disorder or mental health disorder, and the attorney for the Commonwealth has the ability to enter into these agreements with defendants. Mr. President, Senate Bill 90 would simply extend the pilot provision. It allows us to collect more data, research those outcomes, and then we can do a cost-benefit analysis on the program. More importantly, each year, the AOC comes to the Interim Committee on Judiciary and presents their findings regarding the individuals who've been eligible for the program, those who've been entered into the program, those who have completed the program. And at this time, there's only a 7% recidivism rate, so I would submit to the members this is a good piece of legislation. At this time, Mr. President, if there's no questions, I would move passage of Senate Bill 90.
The motion for consideration by the body is on the passage of Senate Bill 90. Any member seeking recognition to speak for or against the motion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Berg. Senator Boswell. Senator Carpenter. Senator Carroll. Senator Chambers Armstrong. Senator Clemens. Senator Clemens. Senator Deneen. Senator Douglas. Senator Elkins. Senator Funky Fromeyer. Senator Girdler. Senator Gibbons. Senator Herron. Senator Higdon. Senator Howell. Senator Maiden. Senator Mays Bledsoe. Senator McDaniel. Senator Meredith. Senator Mills. Senator Neal. Senator Nemes. Senator Nunn. Senator Rocky Adams. Senator Rawlings. Senator Reed. Senator Richardson. Senator Smith. Senator Stivers. Senator Storm. Senator Thomas. Senator Tishner. Senator Webb. Senator West. Senator Wheeler. Senator Williams. Senator Wilson. Senator Wise.
Any member seeking recognition to change or explain their vote? Seeing none, there being 37 yea votes, no nay votes, Senate Bill 90 is passed. Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, I move that Senate Bill 51 be taken from its place in the order of the day, read for the third time by title only, and placed upon its passage.
Mr. Clerk, please report Senate Bill 51.
Senate Bill 51, an act proposing to create a new section of the Constitution of Kentucky relating to property exempt from taxation. Senator Nemes.
Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, I yield to the Senator from Bullitt for explanation of the bill.
Senator from Bullitt, you're recognized for the purpose of action on Senate Bill 51.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Bill 51 is, I call, the Senior Property Tax Relief Bill. What this will do is seniors 65 years and older will be exempt from future increase in property tax assessments of their primary residence that they live in. They will still pay property taxes on the rate increase, if so, and still pay property tax on the amount of their property assessment when they turn 65. Many seniors have pointed out that they have paid income tax their whole working careers. Now, Kentucky income taxes are being abolished. They are on a fixed income, and and the property taxes keep going up. They're asking for help. There was a lady came up to me after the committee meeting and told me something I hadn't thought of. She said her husband had passed away and she has lost half her income and still wants to stay in her house, that she thanked me that this will really help her. Let me make it clear that there cannot be a reduction in tax revenue because of this bill. There can only be a reduction in the increase of the budgeted revenue. Now, we've gone through this, and I'm sure that I'll have to explain that again. So I think lowering the income tax is great for working people, but we need not forget the people that have paid that their whole life and that need a break and need help. So, Mr. President, if there are no questions, I move for the passage of Senate Bill 51.
Motion for the body is on the passage of Senate Bill 51. Any members seeking recognition to speak on the motion for passage? Seeing none, those in favor will vote aye. Those opposed will vote no. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Berg. Senator Boswell. Senator Carpenter. Senator Carroll. Senator Chambers Armstrong. Senator Clemens. Senator Deneen. Senator Douglas. Senator Elkins. Senator Funky Fromeyer. Senator Girdler. Senator Givens.
Aye.
Senator Herron. Senator Higdon. Senator Howell.
Senator from Callaway, please cast your vote first and then explain, sir.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to explain my aye vote.
Please proceed.
I want to thank the bill sponsor for all of his hard work on this and working with me and address my concerns and questions. I think the implementation of this has some details that we would have to work out, and I look forward to having that discussion at the appropriate time.
Senator Maiden. Senator Mays Bledsoe. Senator McDaniel. Senator Meredith. Senator Mills. Senator Neal. Senator Nemes. Senator Nunn. Senator Rocky Adams. Senator Rawlings. Senator Reed. Senator Richardson. Senator Smith. Senator Stivers. Senator Storm. Senator Thomas. Senator Tishner. Senator Webb. Senator West. Senator Wheeler. Senator Williams. Senator Wilson. Senator Wise.
Any members seeking recognition to change or explain their vote? Seeing none, there being 37 yea votes, no nay votes, Senate Bill 51 is passed. Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, we're going to pass over Senate Bill 30, but I ask that it retain its place in the regular orders.
Hearing no objection, let the record reflect that Senate Bill 30 will be passed over, but shall retain its place in the orders of the day. Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, with that concludes the orders of the day.
Next order of business is meeting of the Rules Committee and Committee on Committees. Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, I move that the Senate recess for a meeting of the Rules Committee and the Committee on Committees at the clerk's desk,
The
please.
Senate shall stand in recess till the call of the chair for the aforementioned Rules Committee and Committee on Committees meeting at the clerk's desk. Senate will come to order. Next order of business is report of committees. Mr. Clerk, please report.
The Rules Committee has met and posted the following bills and resolutions to the regular orders for Friday, January 23rd, 2026, Senate Bill 27, Senate Bill 40, and Senate Bill 76. The Committee on Committees has met and referred the following bills and resolutions to Licensing and Occupations, Senate Bill 109, to State and Local Government, Senate Bill 68, to the Senate floor, Senate Resolutions 45 and 46.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. The next order of business is motions, petitions, resolutions, communications, and announcements. Senator from Taylor.
Communicate with the body, Mr. President.
Please proceed.
Members of the chamber, as well as those listening at home, we are monitoring the situation of the anticipated forecast. We may be calling it snowmageddon, snow apocalypse, a snownami. There's so many things that we could probably use as a term for this. With that, just want to make every member aware, as well as our viewing audience, we will be gaveling tomorrow at regular time of 9 a.m., and we will be monitoring every situation throughout the weekend. We do ask that we keep all of those that will be on the roads and assisting in situations with this, that being our EMS, first responders, as well as our transportation cabinet, road crews, our linemen, and those also in the utility companies, as we see what this anticipated snowstorm may bring, Mr. President. So with that, we ask members to be patient throughout the weekend with us, and we will provide all communications as we go into next week. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator from Taylor. Other members seeking recognition of this order of business. Senator from Jefferson 33. What purpose?
Co-sponsor request.
Please proceed.
With permission of the primary sponsor, I move to be added as a co-sponsor of Senate Bill 17 and Senate Bill 34. I have the proper papers to submit.
Thank you, sir. Please file those, and the record will reflect as such. Senator from Campbell 24. What purpose?
For the purpose of making a motion.
Please proceed.
Yes, Mr. President. Will you please have the clerk report Senate Resolution 39 and read in its entirety?
Mr. Clerk, please report Senate Resolution number 39 in its entirety.
Senate Resolution 39, resolution recognizing January 2026 as Kentucky Mentorship Month. Whereas mentorship plays a critical role in the personal, academic, and professional development of young people by providing guidance, encouragement, and positive role models. Whereas research consistently demonstrates that young people with mentors are more likely to succeed in school, pursue post-secondary education or workforce training, maintain stable employment, and contribute positively to their communities. And whereas strong mentoring relationships foster community connection by bridging generations, strengthening families, and reinforcing shared values such as responsibility, service, and perseverance. Whereas mentors, including educators, employers, faith leaders, volunteers, and community members, help young people navigate challenges, develop life skills, and discover pathways to meaningful careers and civic engagement. Whereas mentorship is especially vital in supporting youth who face barriers to opportunity, helping to expand access to education, career exploration, and workforce readiness across the Commonwealth. And whereas Kentucky's future economic strength and civic health depend upon investing in young people today through intentional relationships that build confidence, character, and connection to community. And now therefore be it resolved by the Senate of the General Assembly of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, the members of the Senate hereby recognize January 2026 as Kentucky Mentorship Month.
Senator from Campbell.
Yes, to speak on the motion.
Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. President. And I stand with my Senate caucus chair, caucus members as well, but many in this chamber are mentors to young students from a number of our universities, including I have a Northern Kentucky University Future Leader Intern program, and many of our universities have given us the opportunity to mentor as legislators. But we dig in even deeper to that, where we do recognize the importance that we place in our workplaces and inviting some of our elementary, our middle, our high schoolers that help perhaps guide them on a career path they may not have known otherwise. And mentorship, as today even shared in legislation by our senator from Marion, that does include those sorts of internships that lead into apprenticeship and paid positions. But it's so important, and I just wanted to celebrate, elevate, and acknowledge the importance of being a great mentor. We can all be that person, and I encourage each one of us to take action and acknowledge January as Mentorship Month in Kentucky. And with that, Mr. President, I move for adoption of Senate Resolution 39.
The motion for the body is on adoption of Senate Resolution number 39. All those in favor of the motion for adoption say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Senate Resolution 39 is adopted. Thank you, Senator. Senator from Jessamine, what purpose?
Co-sponsorship, Mr. President.
Please proceed.
Mr. President, with the permission of the primary sponsor, I move to be added as a co-sponsor to Senate Bill 64. I do have the appropriate paperwork.
Thank you, sir. Please file that, and the record will reflect as such. Senator from Shelby, what purpose?
Co-sponsor request, Mr. President.
Please proceed.
With the permission of the primary sponsors, I move to be added as a co-sponsor of Senate Bill 32, Senate Bill 34, Senate Bill 77, as well as Senate Joint Resolution 26, and I have the appropriate paperwork.
Thank you, sir. Senator from Perry, what purpose do you wish to be recognized?
Mr. President, I rise to recognize being a co-sponsor for a bill. It's Senate Bill 46, and I file the proper paperwork.
Very well. Thank you, sir. Senator from Fayette 12, what purpose do you wish to be recognized?
Make a motion.
Please proceed.
I would ask the clerk report Resolution 44 and read it in its entirety.
Mr. Clerk, please report Senate Resolution number 44 and report that in its entirety.
Senate Resolution 44, resolution recognizing January 22nd, 2026 as Kentucky Arts Day. Whereas Kentucky's vibrant arts scene and creative cultural resources serve as economic drivers, strengthen regional identities, attract tourists, and assist with community development. Whereas the arts and culture industry generate $6.9 billion annually, representing 2.5% of Kentucky's gross domestic product and creating over 1,000 jobs. Whereas the arts contribute to the success of our children through education and participation in a variety of arts programs, engaging and inspiring students and teaching them creative thinking skills. Whereas Kentucky's creative arts industries play a valuable role in developing the innovative workforce that will be necessary for future community and economic growth and for the attraction and retention of top talent. Whereas a thriving arts community attracts tourists who desire to learn, experience, and discover Kentucky's cultural attractions, and many cultural tourists invigorate local communities by staying longer and spending more money than other tourists. Whereas Kentucky's rich culture and heritage are reflected in its arts scene and talented artisans, which are nationally and internationally recognized. Now therefore be it resolved by the Senate of the General Assembly of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, the Senate hereby recognizes January 22nd, 2026 as Kentucky Arts Day.
Senator from Fayette 12.
Mr. President, 1 in 3 Kentucky adults attend a visual performing arts event every year. In fact, 44% personally create or perform works of art. Young people who participate in the arts are 5 times more likely to graduate high school and display less hyperactivity and fewer antisocial and criminal behaviors. Now, my dad was the quarterback at Lafayette High School and played every sport known to man. He fell in love with my mom, who was a third-generation pianist. Needless to say, they had to learn from each other's passions, and they did. So growing up, we were required to play a sport and an instrument. Being somewhat difficult myself, I decided to play the cello. And I played from 3rd grade through college. Now, if I had known that engaging in arts activities lowers the risk of cognitive impairment by 73%, I would have not stopped playing. maybe the rest of us should pick it back up. That being said, many people came to the Capitol today and shared with us their passion for the arts community. Many advocates as well as many students shared with us their art throughout the Capitol. I'm thankful for them who took the time to visit with us today. And I would just ask those members today that we think about the arts community as we move forward in the budget and other areas. They're a valuable member of our tourism community and our culture, and we thank them for sharing their art and beauty with us. And with that, I would move adoption of Resolution 44.
Motion for the body is on adoption of Senate Resolution number 44. Any member seeking recognition to speak on the motion? Senator from Jefferson 33 to speak to the motion for adoption on the resolution.
Thank you, Mr. President. You know, sometimes people do not recognize what art really means in each of our lives, and sometimes we take it for granted. In fact, some people value it very high, they recognize it, but some people don't value it as very important at all in terms of how they navigate life. And I just want to say that not only from the standpoint of what it does from the economic standpoint, what it does in terms of seeking to bring people together around common themes, beyond what we think in terms of a presentation of artistic expression that we could enjoy and embrace, that in your everyday life, art manifests itself as a concretizing, I'm going to use that word artfully, force that enables you to gain context, relevance, and purpose, even without you even focusing in on that piece. Everything around you is art. And everything that we do and everything that we appreciate and the context that we function is enhanced by and is influenced by art. Why do I raise this? I raise this because I want everyone to not forget, as many of us have not, that art is valuable, it's fundamental, it's essential. And that when we make decisions in this body, and we have to make them, and we can't make decisions that please all, I recognize that we elevate by recognizing what art means to us all. And I hope that when we make decisions, and you know what I'm talking about, that we take that in consideration. Thank you, Mr. President.
Any other member seeking recognition to speak on the motion for adoption of the resolution? Seeing none, all those in favor of the motion for adoption of Senate Resolution number 44, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. Senate Resolution 44 is adopted. Senator from Grayson, what purpose do you wish to be recognized?
Co-sponsor request, Mr. President.
Please proceed.
With permission of the primary sponsor, I move to be added as co-sponsor of Senate Bill 13 and Senate Bill 76, and I have the required paperwork.
Thank you, sir. Still in the order of business of motions, petitions, resolutions, communications, and announcements. Senator from Clark, for what purpose do you wish to be recognized?
For the purpose of making a motion, Mr. President.
Please proceed.
President, please have the clerk report Senate Resolution 35 and read by title only.
Mr. Clerk, please report Senate Resolution 35 by title only.
Senate Resolution 35, a resolution adjourning the Senate in honor and loving memory of Jerry Carroll Edwards, Jr.
Senator from Clark.
Move adoption, Mr. President.
Motion for the body is on adoption of the resolution. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Senate Resolution 35 is adopted. Senator from Clark, you have further need?
Co-sponsorship, Mr. President.
Please proceed.
Mr. President, with the permission of the primary sponsor, I wish to be added to Senate Bill 3, Senate Bill 20, and I have the proper paperwork.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Next in the queue, Senator from Campbell, I have you again. For what purpose would you like to be recognized?
Announcement, Mr. President.
Please proceed.
I would like to announce and remind our members that the Kentucky State Police Association will be having a hot, delicious breakfast ready for us at 7 a.m. in the Annex Cafeteria tomorrow, Friday morning. And all are welcome.
Thank you, Senator. Any other members seeking recognition of this order of business? Seeing none, the next order of business is introduction of floor amendments. Mr. Clerk, please report any floor amendments.
New floor amendments. Senate Floor Amendment 1 to Senate Bill 181 with Senate Committee Sub 1, Senator Tishner. Senate Floor Amendment 2 to Senate Bill 181 with Senate Committee Sub 1, Senator Tishner.
Mr. Clerk, that concludes that report.
It does.
Thank you, sir. Next order of business, introduction, new bills and resolutions. Mr. Clerk, please report new bills and resolutions.
New bills and resolutions. Senate Bill 104, an act relating to impeding a first responder, Senator Nunn. Senate Bill 114, an act relating to education, Senator Givens. Senate Bill 115, an act relating to civil rights, Senator Neal. Senate Bill 116, an act relating to physician assistants, Senator Maiden. Senate Bill 117, an act relating to worker fairness in the construction industry, Senator Wheeler. Senate Resolution 53, a resolution celebrating the University of Kentucky Markey Cancer Center's remarkable scientific achievements, Senator Thomas. Senate Joint Resolution 54, a joint resolution directing the Department for Libraries and Archives and the Cabinet for Health and Family Services to cooperate in exploring ways to increase enrollment in Dolly Parton's Imagination Library program, Senator Chambers Armstrong. Senate Resolution 55, resolution recognizing March 17th, 2026 as Profound Autism Day in Kentucky, Senator Boswell.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Any member seeking recognition before the final order of business? Seeing in the next order of business is adjournment. Senator from Taylor.
Mr. President, with that, I move that the Senate adjourn until 9 a.m. Friday, January 23rd, year of our Lord, 2026.
This Senate shall stand adjourned until 9 a.m. Friday, January 23rd, year of our Lord, 2026.